Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Jota Home Inspections. Today is October 2nd, 2021. We're doing a sewer scope. We're here at 4th East, 1100 South. We've got the camera pushed out 92 feet. Now I'm going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. It looks like this is the city line. We're about the distance out that I would expect it to be. A little bit non-standard of a connection point. But the fact that it's feeding into a line that it doesn't just turn. It looks like that is the city line. Also with the distance, I think that's it. A little bit of a root there. You're going to see a few spots with some pretty large roots. I would definitely recommend having this line cleaned out. Looks like clay pipe. One of the issues with clay is that you have a lot of joints, a lot of 3 or 4 foot sections that can settle and get these little offsets. And so I'm looking at each joint specifically to see if they've separated or settled. There's a real big root there. That's covering about 80% of the pipe. It's real easy for waste to get caught on that. You can see there's already a bunch of toilet paper caught on it. I'd recommend having that cleaned out sooner than later to prevent a backup. There's another root. Some standing water. More standing water. When you have standing water, that indicates improper grade. My camera stayed above the water line on both of those, which is better than if it didn't. But when you do have standing water or bad grade, it can allow waste to sit in the line, which can get stuck and allow a backup. More roots there. Now we're going through some cast iron with a little more standing water. The issue with cast iron is it gets very rough and rusty and eventually needs to be replaced. This looks average for the age, but I've definitely seen a lot of houses from this age that have already had it replaced. It's hard to inspect because it's real rough, and so you can't see if there are cracks. A little bit of buildup through here. You might consider having the cast iron coated. That's where they cut a section off with like a chain cutter. That makes it nice and smooth. It does thin the pipe out. You can't do it all the time. But it's one option of getting rid of that buildup and creating a little bit more of a smooth line. So a lot of original sections here. I'd recommend definitely having it cleaned out sooner than later to take care of those roots. You do have some spots with a little bit of standing water, which can indicate improper grade. And then you have some original cast iron, which was fairly rough and rusty, something that will eventually need to be replaced. So I'm going to end this recording now.